Good evening and welcome to Orange County School Board's regular meeting scheduled for today, Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's so wonderful to see a packed house and so much to celebrate. All of our board members are in attendance except for Member Ferrant and Member Byrd. Wait. You're here. Member Byrd made it. It's graduation season, so I know Member Ferrant is at a graduation. I think Member Byrd just hustled back from one, so an exciting time, but a busy time for all. As a reminder, board members will not be engaging in outside electronic or digital communication during the meeting, so we can focus on the matters immediately before us. To my fellow board members, district staff, and members of the public, when speaking, please make sure your microphone is turned on and speak directly into it so our YouTube and Orange TV viewers can hear you clearly. Again, thank you so much for participating or attending this evening's meeting. We'll begin with a moment of silence, and then I'll invite you to join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. And now for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coughing's permitted also. Okay, I hope everyone had a fun and relaxing Memorial Day weekend, and I hope everyone had an opportunity to pause and think about why we celebrate. Celebrate's not the right word. Why we recognize Memorial Day. For all of those in the audience who may have lost loved ones in service to our country, we thank you for your sacrifice, and we recognize the tremendous price that you and your families have paid. For those of you who have members still serving in the military, we also pray for their safety and well-being. We have some wonderful recognitions today to share before tonight's order of business. So first, I'd like to recognize Member Felder for becoming a certified board member with the Florida School Boards Association. Oh, you're clapping now, but you haven't heard how much that takes. To earn her CBM distinction, a member must complete nearly 100 hours of training in 6 areas, which include advocacy, bargaining, knowledge, leadership, policy, governance, and school finance. And this is all while serving full-time on this board. So we're really proud of you. But also, I want to recognize 2 other board members, Vice Chair Gallo and Member Byrd, who have also received this distinction.
I'm Pastor Dana.
And Member Castor-Dental. Okay, congratulations to all of you. Thank you for catching it. Jeez. Okay, this certification provides them with knowledge, skills, and policy insights that are extremely valuable to this board, to this organization, and to our students. Next, I'd like to acknowledge Eccleston Elementary 4th grade Christina Lewis. She won first place prize and a cash prize during the 4th grade Math B Invitational at St. Luke's United Methodist in Orlando just a few weeks ago. Where is Christina? Christina! So, Christina, babe, you're okay. I'm going to talk for you. You can come on up. Well, I'm going to talk about you for a few more minutes. Is that okay? Okay, so the event was put on by the nonprofit Go Full Steam in partnership with the Foundation for Orange County Public Schools. During the competition, students had 1 minute to solve a problem and provide the correct answer. Christina, your math prowess was phenomenal. I bet you could teach us all a few winning math strategies. I plan to get with you later on, so you can teach me a few. And I can't resist this pun, but don't let advanced math intimidate you. It's as easy as pie. All right, the team wrote that for me, and somebody gets credit. I didn't deliver it very good, but it was a good joke. And there's probably only one person in this entire room that knows what pie is, and that's you, Christina. So, congratulations. And now, can I get Principal Feliciano, Debbie Pedraza, Pam Carson, Full Esteemed Board of Directors President John Piccone, and the school board. If you all can join us for, and you know what? Where's Christina's family? Are they with us here today?
Yes.
What are you doing back there? Come on up here and join us. Is John? Is it Piccone or Piccone?
Piccone, but he's not here.
All right.
He now lives in Titus.
This is her family.
That is so wonderful.
Nice T-shirt.
That is
Go
very
Full
cute.
Steam.
Anybody know where she inherited that from, or is everybody? Everybody's hand goes up. No, go mom. Oh, oh, wow.
Wonderful.
I have my button pushed for that.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Member Gould.
Well, in the Go Full Steam group, I just wanted to acknowledge that, as the chair said, this program grew out of a program from St. Luke's United Methodist Church, along with Impact, along with Shepherd's Hope, and many other things. That is the power of when community comes together. And that's only one example of faith-based partners really spinning off things that then take on a life of their own to help and nourish our children from that day forward and beyond. So congratulations, because I know there was a lot of hard work behind that program, as many others.
Well, thank you, Member Gould. That is also one of the benefits of having someone like you who's been on the board long enough to have more history than most of us on the background here. I know you probably never thought that you would be the board member sitting here with the history.
No.
Yeah, because for the longest time, you were the newest board member, right? It's a weird feeling, isn't it? All right, Member Felder.
Thank you so much, Chair. I just would like to congratulate our little sweetie for doing so well. My first, second, and third grade and part of fourth grade, I went to Eccleston Elementary. So when you go there, you'll see my little first grade picture there on the first day of school, and I'm there. But I'm so proud of you. My mother was a math teacher, and she loved mathematics. So we're so very, very proud of you, and thank you to her parents and the support at Eccleston Elementary. Thank you. And Deputy Superintendent Dr. Bridget Williams, her dad was the first principal, Mr. Rufus Brooks. He was my principal at Eccleston. So I'm so proud of Eccleston. Thank you so much.
For our next recognition, we're thrilled to celebrate Rolling Hills Elementary art teacher Autumn Goodman. She was recognized by actress Jennifer Hudson as an inspiring educator on the Jennifer Hudson Show during Teacher Appreciation Week.
All right. Woo! Yeah.
So Autumn provides her students with positive affirmations and lets them know that they're loved every day. She also gets a lot of likes for her sharing her day in the life moments as an art teacher on social media. I gotta think that is paying off in little ways all over the country. People going, you know what? Maybe teaching is a pretty cool profession. So thank you for doing that. Autumn hopes to start an after-school art studio called The Creative Space for students to create art and be themselves in the future. So anybody who has a little extra money in their pocket, and you didn't ask for this, and the script doesn't say it, I'm just saying that I'm sure that takes some funding to get started, but I would think between your social media platform and those in the audience, who knows? Hopefully we can support you in bringing that to life. Yes. And during this segment, Jennifer presented Autumn with a Cricket Joy Extra for making custom stickers and t-shirt designs. And that's not all. Cricket, how many of y'all know what Cricket is? Oh, geez, I'm embarrassed. Wow. Yeah, earlier today I was like, "What's Cricket?" Oh gosh, I shouldn't have told you that. But that's not all. Cricket also presented her with $10,000. See, I told ya. The cutting machine company was wowed by Autumn's creativity and wanted to provide her with the funds and tools to do even more. Congratulations, Autumn, and thank you for being a positive influence and making a difference in our students' lives. Oh, let's get a picture with you, and then I want to get Principal Hankerson up here with us.
The principal and family.
And family.
Family, mom and aunt, come.
All right.
Oh, great.
We got everybody?
Where's AP?
The AP.
Oh, come on up here. Thank you. Is there anybody else here in the room? No, I'm serious. Anybody else in the room here that's with Jennifer? Okay.
Congratulations. So impressive. Congratulations.
We're so proud of you. Yeah.
You didn't make those earrings, did you?
Oh, I was gonna try. In DC, okay.
So cool. Okay.
Can I say something?
Please. And Member Felder.
Yes, this must be beautiful Washington Shores Day, the District 5 folk. These people that are here, her aunt and her mom, they all grew up in my district, District 5, where the talent resides. And our grandmother was Mrs. Evans, who was a teacher at Washington Shores when I transferred from Eccleston. And Mrs. Evans used to, some people say that I'm loud. I don't know if I am or not, but she would always say, "Vicki, ladies are seen and not heard." I said, "Okay, Miss Evans." But listen, we're so proud of you. We are very, very proud of you. And her aunt works here in the district with the ESC department, Miss Pam. And her mom, I remember when her mom was little Miss Anita. So listen, we're so proud of you, and thank you so much for allowing OCPS to travel all the way to the Jennifer Hudson show. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
All right.
No, she grew up in District 5.
I know,
just saying.
Just saying.
I now have the honor to recognize Greg Meyer. Greg is assistant coach for the University High boys basketball team. He is both a hero on and off the court. Greg is also a loan originator at one of our Arbor Ridge K-8 partners in education, the mortgage firm. During a Teacher Appreciation Week, his company provided teachers and staff with lunch. Kind gesture.
Thank you.
School clerk Kristen Lopez, who I believe is here with us tonight. Yes, good. Was eating with the teachers in the teacher's lounge, and she began choking. Kristen realized she wasn't able to swallow and started pointing at her throat. I want to stop here for a minute because that is the right thing to do, and if anybody is ever in this situation, that's what you need to do. And then you pray. You pray that Greg Myers is nearby. So Greg quickly jumped into action. He successfully dislodged the piece of food by administering the Heimlich maneuver. He was ready to save Kristen's life thanks to an OCPS class for district coaches that covered first aid, CPR, and AED skills. His class, taught by the University High's lead athletic trainer, Christina Farley. Thankfully, Kristen is feeling much better and is with us tonight. So, Kristen, why don't you come on up and join us? Greg, thank you so much for taking the class and knowing just what to do. And do we have the trainer here also, the athletic trainer? No, what a shame. I was thinking she could give everybody a quick lesson. No, it's not a quick lesson, but if you haven't taken it, it's not very long either. But Okay, I don't know if you heard that. He only took it 2 or 3 weeks prior to that. That's one of those things that is not a coincidence. Yes, I'm sorry. We have Principal Otts. We have Principal DeMars, and I think that's everybody. Thank you so much.
Right here. Big smile. Smile again.
Congratulations. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
Of how many people are saved by the Heimlich maneuver by one of our employees?
I said that was District 1.
Oh,
Unless Maria Salamanca was keeping track.
okay, got it. All right, a few weeks ago, we recognized an impressive group of spring 2024 sports winners. The Florida High School Athletic Association has held several state championships since that meeting. So we are more amazed today at our OCPS athletes, and we're going to recognize some more of them tonight. I'd like to invite Alani Flores, senior, there he is, direct senior administrator of athletics. That doesn't sound right, but anyway, I'm going to call you the director, sir, and wellness services to the podium to recognize our student athletes who recently won state championships. Mr. Flores, you're welcome, sir.
Good evening, Board Chair Jacobs, school board members, Dr. Vasquez, and the OCPS leadership. It is my honor. I thought our season was done, but our student athletes continue to amaze us with all the things they do within the state championships for the FHSAA. The first person I'd like to recognize is Olympia track athlete. Olympia's Amaria Gordon is a 4A state long jump champion. She had a jump of 20 feet 9 inches, which set a record for Central Florida. Wow. She was only 2 inches short of the state record. She had the third longest jump in the United States this year. Amaria also carries a 4.0 weighted grade point average and has an impressive list of schools that she's thinking about attending, such as Florida State, Miami, UCF, Ohio State, TCU, Indiana, USC, and Georgia.
Go Noles.
At this time, I'd like to recognize the principal of Olympia High School, Christy Goldberg, the athletic director of Olympia High School, Russell Wambles, and her head coach, Patricia Danley Porter. Coach, please introduce yourself and then come on up to take a picture with the board members.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Coach Patricia Danley Porter, and I just want to say thank you, obviously, to God who continuously guides me and lead me. But I want to give a huge shout out. Obviously, she's standing next to me, but our lead principal, Christy Goldberg, at the great Olympia High School. Just when I thought I wasn't going to coach anymore, they opened their arms and made a way for me to just rebuild and create a new atmosphere at Olympia. And thank you to Amaria for trusting me as her coach. Thank you to her family. Thank you to my AD, Russell Wambles. Thank you to everybody that supports at the school, my family, Amaria's family, my husband. And just thank you to OCPS as well for what you guys do in and out for our student athletes.
All right, can I get, is your family with us?
Family here?
Bring the family up.
And could our district senior administrator of athletics and wellness services, Lonnie Flores, It's a long title. Can you come on up as well?
We need an acronym.
Yes, we need an acronym. For the acronym's going to be long. Yeah, I'll go with athletic director. That works.
Oh, yeah. District Athletic Director, Dad.
Dad. Oh, that is really funny. That's good. Hey, Lonnie.
Dad.
The acronym they came up with. Dad. Dad. District Athletic Director.
Dad for
That's
us.
so perfect.
Thank you.
Look right towards me. To the loud person on 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. One more. Look happy. Excellent.
The next group we'd like to recognize is the Winter Park Boys Volleyball Team. The Winter Park Boys Volleyball Team claimed the FHSA State Boys 1A Championship. The team was undefeated this season and went 30-0. They defeated Timber Creek 3-0 to win the regional title. They won the state semifinals over Lake Howell 3-1 and won the championship match in 5 sets over Southwest 3-2. This is Winter Park's second state championship in boys volleyball. At this time, I would like to recognize the principal for Winter Park, Matt Arnold, the athletic director for Winter Park, Andy Childs, and head coach, Jesse Day. Coach, could you introduce your players and then come on up front for a picture with the board?
I have a 10th grader, Gabriel Arroyo. Yep. 10th grader, Nick Baker. 11th grader, Aiden Dooley. 10th grader, Aiden Fontaine. 11th grader, Tristan Gatton. 12th grader, Tyler Harrington, attending LaGrange College. Alex Genovese, 12th grader, attending Florida State. Jacob Little Phillips, 11th grader. 11th grader, Brock Ramos. 10th grader, Jamie Sardi. 10th grader, Nico Civili. 12th grader, Keenan Olgan, attending Valencia. 11th grader, Aiden Wild Crow. 11th grader, John Williams. My lovely assistant, Tom Snodgrass. My great representing assistant principal, Will King. And as previous mentioned, I would like to thank my assistant athletic director, Rob Robinson, who's not here, who is an active member in our games. Athletic director, Andy Childs, and our principal, Matt Arnold. It was a wonderful year. Thank you for you guys presenting us here.
Now I can't see the board. I got this. No, you guys are okay. You don't have to swear. Look toward me. Look up at the lens. Look happy in on 3. Good. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. Look happy. Hold on. One more. Good. Hold on. Crowd person.
Oh, sorry. We have a whole slew. Yes.
Come on, parents. And you'll get my photos also. Thank you. Move out of the way. Go, parents, go.
End of the road. What is his name then? Yeah, no.
In the middle?
Uh-huh.
Did you smile at the right parent? I mentioned you guys get my photos, right?
Thank you. I'm going to take them.
Good.
Congratulations, guys. Good job.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Good night. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yes, yes.
Congratulations. I want to thank the board for all their support throughout the school year, and so thankful for the efforts of our athletes, our school staff, and our athletic directors. And if you guys don't mind, I'd love to come get that fist bump on my way out. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, last but certainly not least, I'd like to recognize our Orange Technical College dual enrollment seniors. In addition to completing the OTC dual enrollment program, 55 students also earned a credit in 5 or more advanced courses, including AP, IB, Cambridge, ACE, or academic dual enrollment. The scholars also earned a weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher. I'd like to invite CTE Education Senior Director, Leader Carol Tingley to the podium to acknowledge these stellar award winners.
Good evening. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce these students. We had 55 students who achieved this accomplishment. However, because of graduations and all the other busy things that these graduating seniors are involved in, we only have a handful that are able to be with us tonight, but we're very excited that they're here. So first we have Marcus Grant Jr., who just left his high school graduation. Marcus is just completed the computer-aided drawing and modeling program, and he attended Apopka High School. Next, we have Hong Nguyen, who is from Colonial High School. And Hong completed the patient care assistant program. Leilani Rivera is from Cypress Creek High School. And Leilani also completed the patient care assistant program. Norma Shabir from Evans High School. Norma has completed the patient care assistant program as well. Sydney Storr from Ocoee High School has completed the fundamental food service program. And Ziana Cesar from Wekiva High School. Ziana just completed the patient care assistant program. And then finally, Sophia Viega from West Orange High School has completed the fundamental food service skills program as well. We're very proud of these students. I'd like to, if it's okay, I'd like to invite we have principals here as well as OTC senior directors.
We have some other students?
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not know we had additional students.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Oh, well, I'm not sure, I need names. Let me see if I got names. All right, okay. We have Caitlin Godell, and we have Max Owen. And Justin Clark. Caitlin is from Ocoee High School and completed the fundamental food service program. Justin, I apologize. I don't have Justin's, oh, here we go. Justin completed digital video technology from University High School. And Max Owen is from East River High School, and Max completed the game simulation, animation, and visual design program. So, looks like we may have one more.
Do we have anyone else? Looks like it.
Okay, let me talk.
And we have Marin Shell Brutus from Wekiva High School, who completed patient care assistant. So I'd like to congratulate all of these students. This is quite a remarkable accomplishment, really exemplifying the steak and lobster philosophy. If you're familiar with our CTE expression, steak and lobster means something to a lot of us. So we're very proud of these students, and I'd like to invite their principals and the CTE, the OTC senior directors to join them as well.
You guys getting a little excited?
Two students that came in late, I have to give them their certificates. Meredith Shell and Brutus and,
Okay.
and Clark. I think that's
Okay.
Clark, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Good job.
Good. Is this everybody?
Thank you.
Right? This is everybody? Yes? Yes? Good. Look up toward the lens, and if someone in front of you has big tall hair, just have them duck. Look happy, and on 3, good. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you for ducking. Let's do one more. Look happy, look super happy. This side of the house look happy too. Good job. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Grant, I hope you're leaving and going to celebrate, right? Okay, good.
All right, congratulations to our super seniors. All right, Dr. Vasquez, do you have any newly appointed administrators to present to the board tonight?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have more than a handful to recognize this evening. We have Adrian Anderson, who was the assistant principal at Pine Lock Elementary, will be the new principal at Catalina Elementary.
Hi, Adrian. How are you? Congratulations.
All right, AA, I guess I'm first, huh? Good afternoon, everyone. I would first like to thank God for his faithfulness towards me, and without him, I will be not standing before you today. Thank you to the amazing leaders of the district, Dr. Vasquez, Dr. Armbruster, and the school board members for your ongoing support here in our district. To my school transformation office leadership, Mr. Bond, Dr. Wyndham, Ms. Flores, thank you for believing in me and entrusting me to do the work. To my amazing mother and my sister, Ms. Chambers, for always believing in me and modeling that hard work does pay off. To my 4 beautiful daughters, in which one graduates in an hour and a half, Tiana, Kendrian, and Ayana and Elizabeth, for your priceless love and support that you have given me throughout my career. It has motivated me to go beyond the normal. To my partner, Malcolm, for always challenging me to be my absolute best. Thank you. To my mentors and my friends, Ms. Lakeisha Miller and Dr. Stephanie Jackson, you all have been my inspiration from the very beginning, from day one when I started in the kindergarten classroom. To my wonderful community leaders who have added value to my administrative toolbox, Dr. Brown Canning, Dr. Schuler, Dr. Brooks, Mr. Linlaw, Ms. Leftakis, and Dr. Anna Diaz. To the principals in which I've had an opportunity to serve as your assistant principal alongside you, Mr. Danner, Ms. Galbraith, and Ms. Mays, thank you for letting me support you. To my OCASA family and everyone else that has assisted me throughout this journey. A great leader has a clear understanding that this work that we do in education cannot be done alone. And I am truly grateful for all of the amazing people that I've had an opportunity to work with over the years. And this includes the student, staff, parents, and community partners. To my new family and community, Catalina Elementary Colts, I look forward to serving alongside you, and thank you for choosing me. I am proud to be the principal of Catalina Elementary, where we are riding into greatness and our destination is excellence. Thank you.
Next, we have Michelle Dawkins, who was assistant principal at Audubon Park, K-8 school, and will be the new principal at Eagle Creek Elementary.
Good evening. Thank you, Chair Jacobs, school board members, and Superintendent Vasquez. Thank you, everybody. I'm very pleased and humbled to be here tonight. I'm very excited for this new adventure that I'm about to embark on. I want to thank my husband, my #1 cheerleader, my family and friends here with me tonight, and a dear friend in the back. I'm going to keep it together. My principal is here, and a former principal, Mr. Honohan. If he was here tonight. But I want to thank everybody for it. It's an amazing opportunity, and I look forward to it. 31 years strong with OCPS, and I'm looking forward to many more. Many, many more.
Helena Gurgen, and I apologize if I mispronounced your last name, was the assistant principal at Kelly Park School, and she's going to be the new principal at Kelly Park School.
Thank you, school board members, Superintendent Vasquez, Dr. Armbruster, and staff for this opportunity to serve as principal at Kelly Park School. Thank you to Dr. Fritzler and principal leader James Leslie for entrusting me to continue the work in this new role. I'd also like to thank the incomparable Kelly Steinke for showing me what a true servant leader is, and for all of your guidance, support, and encouragement. I'd like to thank Dr. Larson for giving me my first opportunity as an assistant principal at Palmetto Elementary School, as well as Ms. Faithia Brown Carpenter for her leadership and bestowing her trust in me as her AP at Palmetto for 5 years. I'd like to thank my family, whom I love with all my heart and soul, as well as my 2 babies, the lights of my life, Jacob and Julian, who are currently here, and they are also 2 current Kelly Park Panthers. Thank you for this opportunity.
Some may be wondering, well, if she's going to Kelly Park School, where is Kelly Steinke going to? And so I'm pleased to announce that Kelly Steinke is going to be the new principal leader in our middle and K-8 schools division of learning.
Thank you so much. Thank you, school board members and Dr. Vasquez, Dr. Armbruster. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I also want to thank Dr. Fritzler and Dr. Jones and Principal Leader Mr. Leslie and my family for all of their support and my amazing leadership team. Some of them have been with me for 11 years as principal. And I can't thank you enough for all of your support and your encouragement over the years. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Alex Jackson will be leaving Jones High School and going to Edgewater High School as their new principal.
Thank you to the school board members. Thank you to Superintendent Vasquez, Deputy Superintendent Armbruster, and Deputy Superintendent Williams, and staff for this opportunity to serve at Edgewater High School. I want to thank Mr. Martinez and Dr. Dispenza for believing in me, trusting in me, and supporting me on this journey. I also want to thank my mentors, Dr. Leanne Bradshaw, Mr. Orlando Norwood, and Mrs. Kenya Nelson Warren, for guiding me on this journey to become a principal. Lastly, I would like to thank my wife, Tanya. She's dealing with my little one a lot more than me. I get more of the hugs and smiles. She get all the bad stuff that happens. But I want to thank her for always standing beside me in all my endeavors. From everything that I've done in my life here in the district, she has always stood beside me and said, go for it. She is truly my better half. I'm so excited to come home and fly with the Eagles. supporting the students, and working collaboratively hand in hand with the Edgewater staff, community, and all stakeholders. Thank you.
Ebony Montenegro was the assistant principal at Dover Shores Elementary, and she will be the new principal at Aloma Elementary.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, the board members, and Dr. Vasquez for the opportunity to continue to serve the students and families of OCPS. Additionally, Dr. Armbruster, Dr. Jones, and my principal leader, Dr. Hilton, my mentors and instructional leaders that have helped me on this journey. Some of them I see many faces in this room that have been with me along the way. Dr. Osmond, Dr. Matthews, and the A Squared team. Christy Ray, who gave me my first opportunity at Tangelo Park Elementary. Dr. O, Danielle Spooney, for your words of encouragement always. And definitely my Dover Shores family, Tangelo families that have shaped my experiences thus far. My husband, Jerron Montenegro, children. My kids are back there. They're waving. They're excited for me. Darren, Emery, and Gabrielle Montenegro. My parents, my family, and my friends that have sacrificed, been flexible, and constantly supported me. I am very grateful. And please charge it to my head and not my heart if there's anyone here that I have forgot to mention. But I am truly honored and excited to serve the families of Aloma Elementary.
Rachel Mott is going to be the new principal at Sadler Elementary.
That is my Sadler family. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Chair Jacobs, school board members, Dr. Vasquez, Dr. Armbruster, Dr. Jones, Principal Leader Miller, and the entire Sadler community for placing your trust in me to lead our amazing school. Thank you to our amazing outgoing principal, Miss Lindsay Smithstead, for your guidance and mentorship. We will continue to keep things tight and right and make excellence our only option. I also want to express my deep gratitude to all of my mentors who have played an instrumental role in my journey to this point. A special thank you to my mentor of 13 years, Miss Patty Harrelson, for your guidance, wisdom, and encouragement. Thank you for always inspiring me and believing in me. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank my beautiful family. Of course, we had to take a potty break, so they can't, oh, they made it, you made it, okay. Marcus and Brinley, your support and love have been my anchor throughout this entire journey. To my family, my Sadler family, my Cadre 8 family, my book club family back there, and close friends who have cheered me on every step of the way, I'm forever grateful for your support. Thank you once again for this incredible opportunity. I'm eager to embark on this new chapter with you all, and I look forward to the great things we will accomplish together for the Sadler community. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nicole Sims will be leaving Shingle Creek Elementary as an assistant principal and becoming the new principal at Riverdale Elementary.
Good evening. Good evening. First, I would like to thank God for this moment. It's been a 35-year journey because I decided at 8 years old that I was going to be a principal, and it has been an amazing journey. Thank you to Board Chair Jacobs and to all the board members, Dr. Vasquez, Deputy Superintendent Armbruster, Dr. Raheem Jones, and Mrs. Carletta Davis for this opportunity. Mr. Charles Linlaw and Kenya Calvin for your support and guidance as I very quickly got acclimated to the Title I elementary world. Dr. Bernadette Jaster for your mentorship, your support, and all that you've taught me this year to prepare me for this moment. To my Shingle Creek Elementary School family, who I very quickly bonded with this year. And to my new Riverdale Elementary School family.
Tonight, I have some very special people with me who have supported and encouraged me and cheered me on since I declared as an 8-year-old third grader at Rock Lake Elementary School that I would be a principal. My aunt and uncle, Leonard and Joanne Porter. My godmother, Parlette Bartley. My god sister, Natasha Williams. One of my very best friends in the back over there, Alfrea Moore. My auntie Sandy and Uncle Aaron, who are joining us via YouTube all the way from Miami, and a host of other colleagues and friends who have encouraged and supported me. Thank you so much to the parents, staff, and the surrounding community of Riverdale Elementary School. And I have to say that I stand ready to be at the helm of the royal family as a Riverdale Royal.
Jessica Smith will be leaving the chief school's office and will be the new principal at Clay Springs Elementary.
Thank you. I'm not sure how I'm going to follow all of that, cheer team and all. And my kids are fangirling because they're Kelly Park Panthers, so they're very excited to see their Kelly Park family across the way. But I would like to start by thanking the chair, Chair Jacobs, the school board, Dr. Vasquez for the opportunity. I'm very lucky to work in Chief of Schools, in the elementary division with Dr. Jones and our PL Miller. I'm very blessed to have amazing mentors. I've got some in the room today. I have Dr. Meredith Leftakis. See, I'm going to cry, and I don't like to cry. But I wouldn't be anywhere without these mentors. So Dr. Meredith Leftakis, I have Lino Rodriguez in the room today with me, and I have my former principal, Cheryl Neely, because I wouldn't be anywhere without these people. And last but never least is my family, my husband Shane, my 2 children, Parker and Oliver. I know that our schools deserve the best. My kids remind me that we need to do everything in our power to do that. And so I'm so excited to serve the Clay Springs community. And I know that I can bring them the very best. So thank you to the Clay Springs community.
Clarence Truitt will be leaving Evans High School and becoming the new principal at Lockhart Middle.
First of all, I would like to say, in all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. One more time. In all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. School board members, Dr. Vasquez, Dr. Armbruster, Dr. Frisler, Dr. Bailey, if he's in the crowd out there, Ms. Nelson Warren, of course. Thanks for your confidence and allowing me, a little knucklehead boy from Detroit, Michigan, the opportunity to be proud principal of Lockhart Middle School. I would be remiss again if I have to say her name again, Principal Nelson Warren, Evans High School. She means a lot to me. Along with the faculty and staff at Evans High School, they helped me get, and they gave me the confidence to grow professionally. And finally, I would like to recognize my support system right here. My wife, my daughter, my mother, and my sister. It's very important that you have a support system that understands the importance of what you do, which is, and what we do, all of us, which is support and educate the students of Orange County Public Schools. Thanks for your support and this opportunity. Go Lancers.
Forrester Watts is going to be the new principal at Hiawassee Elementary.
I'm coming. Where's he? I am so sorry. I saw him walking. I'm sorry. He threw me off. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good evening to the chair, Teresa Jacobs, to all of the board members, to Dr. Vasquez, our superintendent, Mr. Armbruster, and to Dr. Jones, our executive leader of elementary schools, to Trevor, my PL, principal leader of Cadre 1, go Cadre 1. I would like to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. I am humbled, and I am definitely honored to be appointed the principal of Hiawassee Elementary. This is where I started. I actually did my internship at Hiawassee many moons ago. And so to be appointed the assistant principal and now to lead as principal is an awesome, awesome experience. I am excited. We are predicted to be a B. I'm claiming that right now, and we are on our way to an A. I would like to thank my principal, Sharon Jenkins. Thanks to my former principal, I heard her laugh, and I know she's out there. Thanks to my former principal, Lynn Thompson, and my mentor. Thank you to my husband, Alfred, and my boys, Ashton and Austin, my niece, Shatrika, for following me along on this journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of my family, to all of those who came out. Thank you to my Hiawassee family. I've got a few of them out here tonight. And so thank you again for the honor of leading. And that is it. I am ready to go. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. We are so delighted that you will be in positions that will be leading our children to success.
Yes.
Come on. You have a new job. Come on up. Come on.
I'm gonna move fast. There you go. Get them all. It's good to see you.
Kids, welcome to Riverdale.
Okay, look at me first. I'll look at your friends and family. Good. Nice big smile. Look happy and on three. Are you good? Okay, good. 1, 2, and 3. Stay there. Don't look at your friends. I see you peeking away. I can feel it. All right, so now look at this set of friends here. Go fast. And those friends. And now look super happy. Give it like a ta-da. Like, yay! I'm feeling it.
Go if you want. It's only gonna take a second, but you're good. Go. But the little one needs to go. I think I'm next.
I listened. Wasn't it when I was like, yes. At least you didn't mess up the script.
I told you to make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, but you didn't screw up the script. But then if you did, you wouldn't have had me to help. So see, you would have just really been lost. Because, I mean, you wouldn't have you. Like I have you, you didn't have you. Thank goodness.
I told Melissa next time I'm going to go to the bathroom and help her up. You said my role is... Yes, it's my turn. You said my honor.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Because you were talking about Winter Park, and then you said the girl, she's so cute. Yes, there is Matt Turner. He's not Matt Arnold. What's his name?
Oh, they must be just.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my turner's maybe the second one. Oh, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's still right there. Is he talking? He's already doing it. Yeah, grown one like that, and they get that little bit. Yeah, she talking about cooking with the time. What did you have there?
I thought you were talking about in the middle row right there. That was Thomas' aunt. But yeah, that's not Arnold was here.
Yeah, I was, when you said middle, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. All right.
Hey, girl, what's going on? Come here, wait, let me ask you, where's the, remember the box that I took
I was
a
just
picture
going to
with?
start us up.
Call me.
Hi, baby.
I'm gonna start.
All right, we're
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, we're still in the meeting. All right, I just letting the celebration die down in the back. All right, next, I'd like to call on President of CTA, Clinton McCracken. CTA, for those of you who may not know, is our Classroom Teachers Association. Mr. McCracken, I hope it's not unprofessional of me to say, but you're looking very dapper today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, doesn't it look great?
We're ready for summer, so some spring and summer colors. So, good evening, members of the board, Dr. Vasquez, and all of our educators watching. First, I wanted to say thank you for recognizing June, proclaiming June as Pulse Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month. I wanted to just say, as a member of the LGBTQ community and someone who grew up in a time where that kind of proclamation wasn't made, that it makes a huge difference when people are seen and heard. So thank you. I know this board is supportive of our community. And what we don't know is when that shows up in the newspaper or that shows up at schools, even people not in the public schools, there's a ripple effect. People who grew up in a time where that wasn't the case, they feel that. And they have told us that in the past, so thank you for that. I want to wish also our amazing educators and students a wonderful summer. This past year has been a testament to the dedication and inspiring work that each and every one of our teachers has put into nurturing and educating our OCPS students. We've witnessed firsthand the countless hours spent preparing lesson plans, offering extra support, and going above and beyond to ensure that our students receive the education they deserve. Your unwavering commitment to their growth and well-being hasn't gone unnoticed. But let us not forget the challenges that come with being a teacher. Despite the incredible impact you have on the lives of our students, it's no secret that making ends meet on a teacher's salary is a struggle. Many of you face financial hardships and sacrifices in order to pursue your passion for teaching. Yet you continue to persevere because you understand the importance of your role in shaping our future, and also because you have a collective group on your side. This union serves as a beacon of hope, bringing us together and amplifying our voices. Just like a single thread may be easily broken, but when twisted together becomes an unbreakable rope, the strength of our union lies in the collective power of our voices. Together, we have the ability to create change here locally and at the state level, to advocate for better pay and working conditions, and to ensure that the needs of our teachers and students are met. When a group of passionate individuals join forces, more can be accomplished than struggling on your own. Our union represents the unity and solidarity that can move mountains. Just look at the history of labor in this country and you can see what's possible by standing together. And we know that many of you on the board and in district leadership believe in the possibilities of union efforts, as you were members when you were in the classroom as well. As we look towards the future, I'm filled with optimism and hope. We will continue to grow and stand together and work for better wages, benefits, and working conditions, and the recognition our profession deserves. Together, we'll pave the way for a brighter future and a more prosperous future for all. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. McCracken, before you step away, earlier I mentioned my first year bringing the LGBTQ proclamation to the board for the public. That wouldn't have well, I would like to believe I would have gotten around to it, but it wouldn't have come to my attention. That wasn't something we were recognizing. But for the first time I met Clinton out at his school, and the very first thing I think he said to me was, would you do this? Would you initiate this proclamation? So I want to thank you for that. Like I said, I hope that we would have done that. We probably would have, but it takes somebody to initiate it. And I've been alive a lot longer than you have. So I don't share the experience you've shared, but too many of my friends grew up in an environment that they could never have imagined the time when we would be openly discussing this, when we would have teachers that were gay or lesbian or binary or transgender would have been incomprehensible. So we always have much room for growth, but we have come so incredibly far. And I want to thank you for your leadership and being a voice for that community. Thank you.
Thank you too. And it does make a difference for all the people out there who see that and feel seen and feels visible. Yeah.
And I love the word validated.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Next, we're going to hear from Matt Turner, President-elect of the Orange County Association of School Administrators.
This thing moves sometimes. Oh, there we go. All right. Good evening, Chair Jacobs, distinguished board members, Superintendent Vasquez, and Dr. Armbruster and cabinet members. First of all, I was going to try to embarrass Alex Jackson before he left, but he has a young child. But I don't know if you guys knew, but Alex and I were basketball coaches together at Oak Ridge in the mid-2000s. So the young man standing next to him is son Hayden, who's about 9 feet tall now and goes to Timber Creek. So I was going to try to embarrass them, but he had places to go. So it's awesome to see Alex and take his next steps. So I'm here today at the risk of sounding like a brown noser, but we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to Chair Jacobs and the board members for letting us come speak every meeting. It means a lot to us that we're able to be heard every single meeting. Also, a sincere thank you to Superintendent Vasquez and Dr. Armbruster for wanting and listening to our feedback and on how to make our schools run a little bit better. We whine a little bit to them, we complain too much, we know, but they listen and they hear us, and we couldn't be happier that they want to take the time out of their days to make a difference at the school-based level. Here's a fun fact. Dr. Armbruster, I just learned this today. You know he started his journey in OCPS as a turf grass operations teacher at Westside Tech in 1987? What was I doing in 1987?
Were you alive?
I was 9. I was trying to play basketball or something. So I myself started education as a para.
I was giving birth to my first child. But
He was teaching us how to raise grass. But I was a para when I first started, then a long-term sub. My first teaching job was at Oak Ridge as a learning strategies teacher in the classroom. That was 2005. I mention this because our administrators understand the value of all school-based personnel, and we advocate not only for administrative workforce, but our teachers, our staff, our students, and our communities that we work so closely with and love. So thank you guys for your time and for an incredible year this year. And on behalf of OCASA, we can't wait for next school year. We do need a little break if that's okay, especially after tomorrow. Our graduation is tomorrow. I'll see you there, Pam. And thank you for allowing us to serve this incredible community and district. Thank you.
thank you. And Principal Turner, this isn't really meant to be the McCracken celebration day, but you thanked us for the opportunity. You might not know, but if it wasn't for Mr. McCracken being persistent, you wouldn't have this opportunity. So that was yes. Yes, this was one of his initiatives. You all at the board will remember wanting to have each of our unions, and I know you're a little different than a union, have an opportunity. And it's really, really helpful to us. I know the whole board appreciates hearing from you and hearing from Clinton and understanding better, not just the positives, but the negatives. So thank you for coming.
Thank you. And it's really cool hearing Clinton's speech because it's almost like we wrote him concurrently.
Yes.
Yeah, advocating for the rights of all of our school-based
Yeah.
personnel. And we love our teachers, and we never want to understate that.
Yeah. And we're missing Ron today, but he's such a strong advocate and representative and face for our professional support team. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we are moving on to proclamations. This is a very unusual meeting because we only have one proclamation that we're recognizing, and that is Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month here in Orange County Public Schools. And I'm going to ask Member Salamanca if she would read the proclamation.
Happy to. That is an honor to do this, and thank you, Board. I know we had a little bit of back and forth on this one, but I believe that we all stand together on making sure that this is heard, proclaimed, and acknowledged. And we care deeply about reading this one. Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month, June 2024. Whereas Orange County Public Schools embraces and celebrates our diversity, and it's committed to supporting dignity and equity for all people. And whereas many of our students, family members, and employees are part of the LGBTQ community and are greatly valued. And whereas on June 12, 2016, 49 innocent members of our community lost their lives in a senseless act of hate during the Pulse nightclub tragedy, many of whom identified as LGBTQ individuals. And whereas the Pulse nightclub tragedy took place during LGBTQ Pride Month, and whereas many municipalities and organizations across our nation recognize and celebrate June as LGBTQ Pride Month, and whereas this strategy deeply impacted Central Florida and the LGBTQ community and will never be forgotten. Now, therefore, the School Board of Orange County, Florida, does hereby declare June 2024 the Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month in Orange County Public Schools.
Thank you, Member Salamanca. All right, we are on to our public hearings. Our first public hearing is 3.01, request approval of revised board policy JLC, Student Health Services and Requirements. Dr. Vasquez, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We will begin with the revision to policy JLC, Student Health Services and Requirements. The board participated in a work session on March the 14th. Our notification to both CTA and OSPA occurred on the 17th of April. The publication date was the 21st of April. The rule development workshop was the 9th of May. We're bringing it to the board this evening for final approval.
All right, thank you. Do we have any speakers, any members of the public that are here to speak to this policy? None?
No, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you. Do we have any board members who have questions or comments before we take up action on this item? All right. Being none. I'm sorry, Mr. Palmerini.
I was just making sure we had 5 in the room.
Yes. Just right there, just water, at the water fountain, right there. She's back. All right, then I will entertain a motion for 3.01.
So moved.
Motion by Member Gould. Do we have a second?
Second. I don't know. I think I was quicker.
Of course it's the two of you.
I'll give her.
Member
She gets so little, I'll
Kester-Dental,
give it
did
to
I
her.
hear you out of, I think I
Second.
heard her
I
first.
second that motion.
All right, I'll go with Member Kester-Dental. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. All right, we are on item 3.02. Dr. Vasquez.
Item 3.02 is a policy JLCD medicines, administering medicines to students. We are seeking the revision to that policy. We had a work session on the 14th of March. Notification to CTA and OSPA occurred on the 17th of April. We published it on the 21st of April. We had rule development on the 9th of May and are seeking approval at tonight's board meeting.
Thank you. Mr. Pomerini, do we have any speakers? Okay. Board members, any questions or comments before we consider action? Seeing none, is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Vice Chair, seconded by Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
There was Pastor Dental who seconded it.
Sorry. Yeah.
She's faster.
Really? Yeah. I didn't even hear her. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll go with that.
Yes, I was faster.
It's one time.
Okay, seconded by Member Castor Dental. I'm getting hearing aids next. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, we're on 3.03, Revised Board Policy JLCE, First Aid and Emergency Medical Care. Dr. Vasquez.
We had a work session on the 14th of March that focused on policy JLCE. Notification to CTA and OSPA occurred on the 17th of April. We published it on the 21st of April. We had rule development on the 9th of May and are seeking approval of the revisions at today's board meeting.
Thank you. Do we have anyone registered to? Okay. Any comments or questions from board members? I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion.
All right, everybody's, a little hesitant, right? All right, Member Salamanca offered a motion of approval, seconded by Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. For once, I got Gould absolutely right, and then you told me I was wrong. It's nothing right with the universe. Okay, 3.05, Board Policy IKA, Grading Systems. Dr. Vasquez. What?
Madam Chair, did you mean to skip over 3.04?
That's what I meant. Yes, Revised Board Policy JICK. Thank you.
The board participated in a work session on the 26th of April. We notified CTA and OSP on the 17th of April. I'm sorry. We had the work session on the 26th of March, notified CTA and OSP on the 17th of April, published it on the 21st of April. We had rule development on the 9th of May and are seeking revisions at today's board meeting.
Thank you. Any members of the public registered to vote?
Yes, we are.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Vice Chair, seconded by Member Salamanca. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. Now to Revised Board Policy IKA, Grading Systems. Dr. Vasquez.
The board participated in a work session on the 26th of March. We notified CTA and OSP on the 17th of April, published on the 21st of April. We held our rule development workshop on the 9th of May and are seeking board approval to the revisions at today's board meeting.
All right. Any members of the public? No. Any comments from board members? Seeing none, the floor is open for a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Vice Chair. Is there a
Second.
second by Member Salamanca? Good. Quick. Yes. Definitive. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right. We are on the consent agenda, and Dr. Vasquez, are there any changes to the consent agenda? All right, seeing no changes to the consent agenda, is there a motion to adopt the consent agenda? So moved. Motion by yes, Member Castor-Dental. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. Do we have any more business to come before the board? Do we have an emergency non-consent agenda item? Okay. All right. Any other business to come before the board, or shall we move on to informational items? Okay.
Did we did the adoption of the agenda then? Did we approve the consent agenda? I think that's the way John.
We just
approve the consent agenda.
We just adopted it because we didn't change it. Okay, you want us to approve it before? Okay, thank you. All right.
I move to approve.
We have
Move
a
to
motion
adopt.
to
Move.
approve. Second. I think we already approved it.
Move to adopt.
I'm sorry, John, when we change it, I feel like when we change it, we should adopt the changed one. But you are correct. What we've always done is we approve of the agenda as the agenda, and then we adopt it. So I will need to ask, believe it was the vice chair who made the motion to, no. Karen, you made the motion to approve the agenda?
Move to adopt.
Do I need to, do we
To
need?
approve or adopt
to
the
remove?
emo.
No, you don't know. Just a motion to approve the agenda is good.
Okay.
And then we're good to go.
I go back to my original. I move to approve the agenda.
Okay, we
In
have a
that
motion to
case, I
approve the
second
agenda, and we have a second from Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I dare you. Motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. And maybe we can sit down and talk through that sometime, John. Just, not right now. Sure. Okay. No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, at the first time you and I did this, we were kind of back and forth, and I still struggle with a little bit. So if you will help me out, that's what I meant. Not like I'm going to talk to you, you're going to talk to me. Like, okay?
I got it.
Okay, thanks. You're going to help me. Thank you. All right. Now, I think we're finished with the board's business. Let me go to the superintendent for a report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just some very brief comments. Hard to believe the school year officially ended last week. We are in the process of graduations, and they are just absolutely thrilling. It reminds us of why we are here. This year, our cabinet members participated, and I'm so grateful that they took me up on participating on those graduations. Huge thank you to all of our employees, our staff, our administrators, our teachers that supported our students and families this past year. It was a long year, but it was a year that was filled with many joys and celebrations. And I'm reminded of the power of collaboration and the power that exists when one seeks to understand before being understood. It's so easy in today's society to automatically jump to negative comments, negative connotations, and assume what others mean instead of reaching out and seeking to understand. And recently I was reminded of that because of a conversation I had with Mr. McCracken, where he was seeking to understand a comment that was made about comments that were being posted, and instead of assuming, he reached out for clarification. And I think that speaks to both his commitment and mine, as well as OCASA and OESPA, to really try and find common ground, collaborate, and seek to understand and not jump to assumptions. And so my hope is that as we close out the year and we look to July 1, the start of the new year for us, that we tend to look at the glass as being half full, that we tend to look at the positive side of things, that we seek to ask questions and seek to understand before putting forth judgment. And I believe if we do that, our children, our employees, our families will greatly benefit from that, and we'll have an even better school year. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Superintendent. John, on behalf of the General Counsel's Office, do you have a report for the board?
Just very briefly, this was the first year that I've attended graduations. And as you all know, I get to deal with the not as more controversial issues. to see the joy on all of those kids' faces as they went across the stage is something very nice. I went to East River's graduation. I went to Apopka's graduation. You all know I went to Apopka, and it was 30 years ago for me this year. So it was rather poignant to sit there and see all those kids going across the stage that I went across 30 years ago. It was a good reminder of why we do what we do. It's all those smiling faces and all those kids who had all the joy on their face, knowing their whole life was ahead of them. It was just a reinvigorating thing to do. So I wanted to just mention that, and thank you very much.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Vice Chair, okay, Member Gould, I still see. Oh, you said you had something later. Go ahead. Yes, this is later. Yes, it's your later.
It's later now. But it actually is a perfect segue from the superintendent's report and John's comments, Attorney Pomerani's comments. As you pointed out, Chair, I am now the sage on this board, which is hard to believe because Kat was the sage for so long, and I never thought I would, have the same depth and I don't have the same depth of knowledge as the great Kat Gordon. But I will tell you, there have been many tumultuous years in the last two terms, my last two terms. And for those of you who don't know, I'm on my third term, and this will be the 12th year I've served on the school board. And, between COVID and between the politicalization of our school system more than ever before, we do a darn good job. And I just wanted to thank the superintendent for her leadership in the last 2 years. She has created a new energy that I really felt at graduation. I think there is fun coming back into school, which is fantastic, not just for our students, because I think they always have the opportunity for fun, but for our whole team, our staff. And, the more we can continue to collaborate with our union partners, our principal group, and especially our community, the more that can happen. I was very proud. The superintendent and I stood next to each other today, and she would ask and I would ask what's going on next. And I will say there were more students who had a plan walking across than I can say even 2 years ago. But we still are missing a lot. And I just don't want this board or the next board to let up on supporting the superintendent and the staff to help students find out who they are, what they can do, and have the ability to go out and prove it. Because that is the secret sauce, not the grade that we get on a single test or give to a single school. Grades are important, comparative data is important, but it is not what's going to matter tomorrow for the kids that we handed diplomas to today.
Amen.
Thank you. So, I want every student to know that and also find that opportunity, because we had several that crossed the stage, just as we saw tonight, with that dual enrollment, not only at Valencia, but with Orange Tech, with certifications in electrical, in food service, in medical tech. But we also had several who are now going to go on to Orange Tech when they could have been almost through or done with those certifications. So I just don't want to miss any of those opportunities for our students if they're ready to go to the workforce. Also, more kids taking a gap year than I've ever seen in a high school, going from high school out into the world. So that was really interesting. But really, thank you to the superintendent and her team. I think we are on a tremendous trajectory, and I think it's going to become more and more fun. And now if we can just get the budget to follow it, we would have the ultimate magic to delivering what we all want to deliver in our school systems. My last thing that I wanted to do, one is a policy request. I've run into 2 booster clubs in West Orange County that the policy doesn't quite meet the partnership. And I don't know if we can do better, but I would like to put that on the list to review that policy and see if there is a way to have the accountability we require so that there's equity on how boosters are involved in our schools, but not lose or risk losing that tremendous physical engagement as well as financial support. And I think there's ways to accomplish both. And then the last thing, which we did talk about in pre-agenda, but I wanted to make sure everybody knows, is we will be having a communication committee meeting on June 11th. And first and foremost, and probably the only thing we'll get through, there's a couple things that we want to have on the agenda, but is our process for proclamations. So I just wanted the public to know about that.
All right, thank you. Next, Vice Chair Gallo.
It's so late. Thank you, Madam Chair. So I'll just echo a little bit about what Member Gould said with graduations. I've been to 4 now. I have my 5th and my last in the morning at 8:30. And I stand by the superintendent a lot too. She's been, I think, at all of my graduations so far. I don't know if she's making it in the morning or not, but. Oh, you do? Oh, good. But we asked the kids, like, what are you up to? And just to hear where these kids are going is so amazing. I mean, they're all over. So many different Ivy League schools, so many different Florida colleges. We were doing a toll, and I just, for the record, want to say that at Winter Park, FSU was beating the Gators on those who were attending FSU. I was excited for that. A lot of kids going to UCF. But more importantly, they had a plan. For those who weren't going to college, they were going to Orange Technical, or they've already had their credentials and they were going to go work in that field. Some of them already had jobs in that field. I went to the alternative ed graduation, which I just adore, and many of them through Randall Construction and through Universal already had full-time jobs, and they were going to start immediately, and they were going to make a living wage, and they were going to go on to what I'm sure will be great things. But it's just so encouraging. Like, sometimes as we're up here, we're creating policy, and we do go into our schools a lot, but we don't get to see the fruition of some of those policies. And graduation is like the culmination of our work and what we do, and to see it played out literally on a stage with these kids, and without our teachers and educational staff, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be going to these great schools. But they're just so talented and they're so smart. So anyways, it just every day, at every graduation, it just proves to me what an awesome school district we are, what a great job our superintendent is doing, and how blessed I am to be able to represent District 1 and the students and the staff and the employees of District 1, because I'm super, super proud of each and every one of these kids. I do want to say, if anybody from District 1 is listening to me, that I am still dead last in the school card for the number of instructors represented for the science of reading. I am gaining on member Salamanca, so that warms my heart, but not enough. So if anybody would want to attend trainings, Who's first? Gould. Member Gould is first. Like, nobody can touch her.
Who asked that?
Nobody can touch her, because she's like 270. She's like 100 above everyone else, like literally 100 above everyone else. So I don't know that we're going to be able to touch her, but I'm thrilled to see that there's so many teachers that are getting trained. I was in the training of the trainers today for a little bit, and it was pretty cool. Let's just say next time I have a hard name, I think I'll be able to pronounce it a little bit better. I learned a lot of rules today. I learned sounds. I think I could teach reading. I can't. This is a joke. But anyways, I'm far better now than I was at 8:30 this morning. So I just want to wish everybody a great summer, because that started on Friday, and I look forward to my scorecard numbers going up soon. And if they don't, I'm going to need the scorecard to reflect all the teachers that have already been trained in District 1. Yes, because I'm losing, John. I'm changing the rules. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Member Castor-Dental.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was going to say something, but I won't. But anyway.
About her teaching?
Yeah.
She knows I can't.
I was going to talk about the graduation ceremony that I went to today was Edgewater. And I agree that when you go to the graduations, you think back to everything that contributed to develop these kids, and just seeing the parents and the families so thrilled. It's great. But I also, when I think I've shared with you all this before, like you ask, what's your plan as they walk across the stage? And I always ask, are you registered to vote? And over the years, I have been disheartened because less than half would say yes, that they're registered to vote. And I thought, well, that's not right. We are sending our kids, young adults out into the world, college and career ready, but not voter ready. So we've discussed different initiatives on the board here. And it seems like we found a way to make it work. And Edgewater High School last year started, the principal there, Dr. Kreider, thought a way to target seniors would be better than just a table at lunch where kids really are not interested in signing up to vote at lunch. But if we could target the seniors and the 18-year-olds and the almost 18-year-olds when they're checking out and turning in their laptops and all, that might be our last chance before they walk across the stage. And they were able to get some impact last year. So we thought, let's do that as many high schools as possible this year. So I worked with Jose Martinez, Chief of High Schools, and Britt Dispenza, and they worked with the League of Women Voters to help fill the volunteer slots at several high schools. And we were able to register voter, or the kids when they came in, or young adults, when they came in during senior checkout. And it was intensive, one-on-one, not just explaining how to fill out the form, but what does mentally incapacitated mean? Have I been adjudicated mentally incapacitated? You know, that we had to explain a lot of that term. And then we were able to educate them not just on the registration, but when is the next election? When and how will you vote? What is your plan to vote? And so it was a really great opportunity to give that information to them. They could ask questions, and I'm looking forward to expanding it even more next year. We're going to have a debrief and look at ways that we can improve it and make it even more streamlined. But it was really a rewarding experience, and I'm really glad that our high schools are interested, and we're going to build it and make it even more robust for next year. So thank you, Dr. Vasquez, for being so open to making sure our students leave voter ready.
All right, thank you, Member Castor-Dental. Member Salamanca.
Thank you so much, Chair. On the topic of graduation, I mean, it really is such an exciting time for families, for students. I think all schools do a fantastic job. I do have one of the largest high schools, like Nona High School, and it is the largest for sure. I was just so impressed also just how that graduation went, and the administrators and the staff were able to manage such a large one while still keeping it a very special, well organized. And so it was definitely a testament to how much work goes behind some of these graduations, and the thoughtfulness that some of our principals and administrators and the staff there to just have on that. And rehearsal, the students were ready, and it was really great to see. And one of the times when the large class is so great to see what all these students are doing. And I'm excited for the summer. I have my summer fellows will be joining me again. So hopefully by the next school board meeting, you'll have them lined up and sitting here, and you'll each meet them. And they will be from Lake Nona, Colonial High School, and then have a couple from Innovation High School. So we're going to start working on their projects, and all of them are excited to spend time with the district staff, with the school board, and seeing what we do up here every day. Thank you to Dr. Williams, who always spends time with them as well. But it'll be a good time because we'll have a lot of student input during the summer when we're thinking about all these great ideas.
That is so cool.
I know, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I know we record all of these graduations, but if folks have a chance to compare and contrast Member Gallo's speech and Member Salamanca's speech, we have a competition on ours. I don't know.
All right.
People left inspired.
I think I know who would win. Ladies,
Sorry.
if we had the audience watch each of them, I know which one would win hands down. And you think I'm going to say mine? No. OTC. OTC's graduation. Oh my gosh. They had a guest speaker, I believe, his last Knox, I think it was not. Anyway, you have to watch his speech. You have to watch his speech. Yes, right? The graduation, you have to watch this speech. I tell you what, you watch the speech and you will never want to do a speech again because it was so phenomenal that it was like, that is the speech of all speech. You really have to watch it. I mean, every adult in the room was just left with their jaw dropping. Students it was so inspiring. I'm trying to remember his name. Okay, the speech I could tell you, but Dr. Vasquez, do you know?
Maybe
Dr.
the comms
Armbruster,
team
are you
can
there?
Send it around.
Oh my God. Yeah, I met him in the back. I had no idea who he was. Literally, the introduction for him was 10 minutes. And I'm like, I'm not kidding you. It just went on and on and on and on and on. And it was super impressive, but I was beginning to think if that's how long the introduction was going to be, I wonder how long the speech was going to be. I will go back and watch it over and over and over again. It was so inspiring. So anyway, that was just an incredible opportunity. And everything else you said about our students and the work that goes into it and getting there, I ditto everything you said. The only thing I just wanted to add was that. I do have one thing I do want to bring to the board. I received an email from the Center for Performing Arts, and you know how supportive they've been of our students. They promised, Kathy Ramsberger had promised when we were funding it, that it would be the center for all, for all ages, all people. And because you tend to think of performing arts as, I don't know, kind of just that certain people that have enough money to be able to go, and it's anything but that. But the programs that they've had for youth and for our students, I think, has been phenomenal. So they asked if the superintendent and I would offer a letter of support, the Florida Division of Arts and Culture General Program Support Grant. And so I'm bringing it. We don't usually ask for a vote, but I always want to make sure the board knows if we're sending something out. I was sure there wouldn't be an issue, but I did ask if they would hold off until I could bring it to the board, so you know. So anyway, excited to be able to do that. We'll see if we can get that letter out tomorrow or the next day, okay? And if, I'm sorry, Mr. Palmerini, Dr. Palmerini.
I was remiss in doing this during the report, but I just want you all to know, as you know, the county approved our half-penny sales tax to go on the ballot on May 7th. We transmitted it to the Supervisor of Elections office. We have received confirmation from the Supervisor of Elections office that it will in fact be placed on the November 5th ballot for informational purposes only. It will be the last thing on the ballot, just so you all can find it. But I just wanted to confirm to the board that it is in fact going on the ballot, so we are good to go on that issue.
Thank you. All right, if there's no further.
Oh, I just
Go
want to
ahead.
remind people that it's last on the ballot, first in our hearts, as
Yes.
Mr. Howitt likes to remind
Yes.
us.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Member Salamanca, I love the program that you started. I can't wait to have your group in and talk about what they're taking on. It's phenomenal. Thank you.
They're gonna be a great time.
Yeah,
Ready.
you were so impressive. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.